Three Rio Grande Valley teams making it here to the state tournament of 7-on-7 in College Station. Veterans, Sharyland, and Mercedes. Let's get you caught up on some highlights. Let's begin with Mercedes, who was the only Valley school to advance to the winner's bracket at Veterans Park in College Station. The opening game for the Tigers was against Wiley, who's just from the northern part of the DFW Metroplex. The Pirates are one of the favorites in District 10-5A in 11-man football, but they proved no match for the Tigers, who will be seeking their 9th consecutive playoff appearance this fall in the 11-man game. Defense has been one of the strong points for the Tigers, and it showed in their first game against Wiley. Mercedes quarterback Rene Presses proved why he was voted the Valley's newcomer of the year last season. The 6', 220-pound senior to be showed off his arm in a 25-19 win over Wiley.
Well, he has a cannon for an arm, and he has accuracy, and 7-on-7 has really helped him. It's going to help him out for Friday nights, and right now he's just hitting the receivers right on target. Wiley, it was just team speed, and they gave us a good game. But once we got on them quick, we had their backs against the wall, and they never rebounded.
Presses' best performance might have been against Cy Falls in Game 2. The key for the Tigers was the ability to jump on the favorite Eagles early, 13-0, which applied a little extra pressure against one of the top Houston area Class 6A teams. One of the most fantastic plays of the day occurred with the Mercedes offense in gear. In fact, their players have been begging the coaching staff to use it. Watch this as Josh Garza makes the catch, and then he pitches it out to the leading receiver from 2013, Isaac Vela, and he is gone.
It was awesome. I mean, it was just to take the league by 2, and I don't know, that wasn't a play, but it just happened.
Coach doesn't like that play. Pretty much we did it, and it happened. He would always get mad at us in practice, and look how it worked out now. Let us play our game. This is our game, not theirs.
That is a pass, catch, and pitch performance. Mercedes saving the best for game day. The Tigers continue to make one big play after another, whether it was on offense or defense. Standout catches on both sides of the ball were very common. The Tigers used a big second-half surge to soar past the Eagles, improving to 2-0 with a 38-28 victory over Cy Falls, all but locking up a championship bracket berth. Mercedes played like a team that had clinched a championship bracket spot in their third game. Now, despite going back and forth early on with Lake Travis, the Cavaliers started pulling away in the second half. In fact, they bombarded the Tigers with an aerial assault that reminded LT fans of their 5 state championship trophies from 2007 to 2011 in the 11-man sport. And how about that 7-man title they won a few years back as well? They go on to win it 52-19 over Mercedes, but all in all, a good day for the Tigers at 2-1 in the winners bracket against Wichita Falls.
It's so hot!
The Sharyland Rattlers were snake-bit last year in 7-on-7 down in Leander, falling to 3 opponents by less than 6 points each. This year sort of felt similar, especially in Game 1 against Stratford in a tight tussle. The Rattlers have 2 quarterbacks who could start for any other Valley team, Diego Chrysler at 6'2", 195, or 5'11", 180-pound speedster Lance Madden. The Rattlers were in their battle with the Spartans until the very end, but their inability to make a stop in key situations down the stretch cost them as Houston Stratford used the short passing game to perfection. This controversial touchdown play was ruled a catch despite the ball coming loose.
We just couldn't keep them out of the end zone that second half. We had a hard break there where we thought the guy dropped the pass in the end zone there, and they went ahead and called it a touchdown, and that was a killer. Another one-score loss for us in the state tournament.
They're a very good team, but we hung in there. We were up at half, and just a couple calls, a couple plays. That's what it comes down to. We just didn't step up when we needed to.
Lance Madden's final pass was picked off in the end zone, and Sharyland dropped a 32-24 decision to Stratford. Chrysler and Madden would take out their frustration, though, on Carrollton Creekview out of the DFW Metroplex. Watch as the QBs find each other as Chrysler connects with Madden for 6 points. The conversion was the same combination. Creekview has some athletes, too, though. Check out this catch in the end zone for the touchdown for the team from Carrollton. But they couldn't match what Sharyland's desire would be. Look at this pass play as James Coles grabs the ball and heads towards pay dirt. One play later, Madden connected with Sharyland's all-around athlete, Sharyland for the beautiful connection in the end zone for 6. The Rattlers won it 25-19.
Last year we lost each game by less than 6 points. This year we lost the first game by less than 6 points, and it feels good to finally overcome something and get a win here in the state 7-on-7.
I mean, last year in the state 7-on-7, we went 0-3, and I mean we lost all 3 by heartbreakers. So I mean, just to get a win out of pool play and just to give us a chance to be in the championship bracket is always good.
With a win under their belt, Sharyland would have their hands full with 2-0 Montgomery from the Lake Conroe area. Both teams battled back and forth throughout the game. The Rattlers scored early, but trailed by a touchdown at halftime. No worries, though. The Rattlers were fired up in the second half.
20 minutes is the difference between consolation bracket and winners bracket. The next 20 minutes right now.
Sharyland scored just coming out of the break. But in the end, the Rattlers couldn't catch a break, falling 26-21 to the Bears.
The bond that we just had right now on this field, battling out against all these great teams out here, it's been second to none. I mean, the feeling that we have and the emotional ups and downs, that's what's going to bind us together and during the season and go into the playoffs, and that's what's really going to matter. And this is great.
Mission Veterans Memorial was in uncharted territory in their first ever 7-on-7 state tournament. Now keep in mind the Patriots beat District 31-5A foe Sharyland twice this summer in 7-on-7. Veterans Memorial squared off with Fort Bend Ridge Point and got off to a pretty good start. Check out the pass from Santos Villarreal, and it's a touchdown to cut the lead to 8. But that would be the margin of defeat for Veterans Memorial as they fall 33-25. But a nice quality start for the new kids on the block of 7-on-7 football.
We got close here. It was a lot of people didn't believe in us, thought we were going to get blown out, but we put up a good game, and that momentum is going to build up for the next game.
Veterans Memorial were overmatched on the field in their next 2 games as Arlington Seguin handed it to the Patriots 38-7. Quarterback Santos Villarreal made believers out of not only Patriots fans, though, but several scouting services with his talent. However, A&M Consolidated finished off Veterans Memorial 33-7 as the hometown boys from College Station proved their mettle on their own turf. The Patriots open up with Tyler Lee in the consolation bracket, while Sharyland faces Alamo Heights Saturday in another consolation bracket game.
So a tough loss for Sharyland, wrapping up Friday 26-21 to Montgomery. Sharyland finishes 1-2 on the day. The big winners were Mercedes. They're 2-1 heading to the winners bracket. And of course, Veterans finishing 0-3, but this is their first time ever here in the 7-on-7 state tournament. Reporting from College Station.